Oh God.
Come in.
Alright, after that colorful intro, here we go. Pickle Juice Cat 4 race. First official race of 2021. As you can see here, the hot dog watts are just definitely not showing up the way they should be. I don't know what happened with the power meter, something calibration wise, but yeah, definitely excited to be racing my bike here. This one was particularly fast, and normally I wouldn't put a neutral lap into a race review / race video. Yeah, right from the gun, this is a neutral lap. Neutral as in you can't overtake the moto. Meanwhile, everybody is... I know it says 238, 239, 40. We're not only doing that. We are smashing. And that little kicker we just went up right there was really deceptive. But yeah, we're rounding around the last corner here to the finish of just lap 1, and I'm telling you, this hurt. Yeah. Shout out to my buddy Joe up here on the right. He and I both had a pretty rough go this time around. It was just... This was not a neutral lap. Hashtag not neutral. Alright, so we're officially going, and we've got some real watts actually showing up here. And this was just an unforgiving course. If you can't handle your bike, this was not the race for you. So I think I took that at about 20 miles an hour. We'll note that down for later, but after that, we've got turn 3, this little chicane here that's going to turn into a really deceptive left-hander. I think that really scary noise is the bike to my right now. We got the shift kit. I heard that and I wanted to be nowhere near his business. That bike sounded like it was going to explode. Fast forwarding just a little bit here. It's not like I have a ton of footage to really show any sort of highlights. I do get pulled about a half hour into the race. But again, you're just going to see that these corners are savage. If you didn't take these corners optimally, you were sprinting like the rider in front of me in blue. Really made it tough. And heart rate's pretty high right now, and it's mostly nerves and heat and seeing crashes. Like Rob here just crashed, and that wasn't the only person I saw crashing all day. This left-hander right here was brutal. I saw a few people slide out in the Masters race before this. People are hopping curbs. I mean, I feel like I'm playing Mad Max here. It looks like my power numbers aren't showing up appropriately right now, but I promise you we're doing well over 300 watts right now to try to get up here. And people kicking legs out, and it was wild. So I know Joe here, I can trust Joe's wheel, but I'm looking up and I can see that the gaps are opening up, and it's time to send it. If I don't bridge this, my race is over right now. And I'm starting to get a feel for the course. I'm starting to get around corners at 24, 25 miles an hour. This corner always gave me the biggest headache because I never really got a good feel for it. And as you can see, I'm blowing up to 700, 800 watts just to try to connect to the wheel in front of me, and he's struggling to connect to the wheel in front of him. And, not to take anything away from this guy, because he was an absolute animal and definitely outlasted me. And I don't think I would have reconnected to this group if it weren't for him. I mean, he's still out of the saddle doing a dig, and I'm doing 500 watts behind him just to try to get back into this in some way, shape, or form. Again, I think my max is like 190, maybe 192, and like I'm like redlined. I'm in the 180s already, and we're still putting in a dig just to get back on here. Yeah, I give him a little bit of credit here, and we're both like, I hope it calms down here. And it does for just a little bit. After our little lull there, which doesn't last long, we find ourselves, again, on the wrong side of the selection here. And I'm getting a vigorous flick through here from the rider in blue and black. And I know that this is on me. If we don't make it here, the race is over for us. So we're going to come into this chicane again. And a friend in the yellow socks is taking the better line. And I am obliged. I am elated to get onto his wheel here. And then he just rides me off of it. So, moral of the story here is I definitely just did not take the right lines. And I'm watching this race slip away from me, so yeah, that was better than probably, that was probably my best rounding of that corner. Man, some of these guys can just carry their momentum so well. But I wish I had taken that free ride behind him here, because I think he's about to flick me through again. And heart rate says I've got a little bit left in me, but I don't know if I'm going to have that much to close this entire gap. And these surges are really taking their toll. I can feel it in my legs. Like, I should be able to put out more power than this. We haven't been racing that long. It's only been about maybe 15-20 minutes. So rather than taking a hero pull, I flick my friend in the yellow through again, and we're just drilling it now to just try and be part of this. Again, really stoked to have a whole bunch of friends actually show up for and show some support. A few other local riders did really well in this. Drew Daga did 5th, I think, in Cat 5. Quinn Serafis took 9th, and Shea Black from QCW was out there too, doing their Cat 5 race. Anybody who was able to finish in a fast field like that, impressive, especially on such a technical course. Speaking of technical, here's that turn again. Kept in the mid-25s that time. And I think that's the only reason why I'm still staying connected in some way, shape, or form. And again, this kicker here. You come snap out of that corner doing 700 some odd watts, and then you got a whole 400 to 500 just to keep on the wheel in front of you. Just to look ahead and see that it's still completely strung out in single file. So we eventually do get back on here, and I think this is like just a little bit where you get to see me actually in the pack, and everybody's excited to see me again. But if you look in the rearview camera, you can see like there's no one back there, so we are literally the back of the pack right now. So we're gonna come up to my favorite chicane and corner again one more time. Turn 4 was getting everybody. And there it is again. Straight up, single file. I mean, they're already starting to climb as I'm rounding that corner. Yeah, Rider 415, whoever you are, I had no business surviving this long, but weren't for you. And I made that mistake too of questioning my fitness or questioning my program. And really though, like moments like this, that was a mental lapse. I should have taken that left line, gone around, and moved up a few spots. Instead, I'm punching it to 500-600 watts here just to stay in the back. So a lot of missed opportunities that I just kind of let slip through my fingers. But again, like the heat did play a factor, the nerves played a factor. My heart rate is nearly 180 beats right now. So yeah, I think it's experience. First time racing this hard without being locked into my basement on a Swift trainer. Just like quarantine, all things must come to an end, and I think that this chicane is again just going to do the damage that it's been doing the whole time, and I'm going to come off the back here. So I'm finally starting to figure out the lines that are working a little bit better for me, but a 700 surge just to get down the straightaway. I think I keep it at about 26 here, and an 8 plus watts, 8 plus 100 watts just to try to get back on this wheel. And my legs are just saying no. Right here, I'm out of the saddle and I just can't. Everything just kind of shut down at that point. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. It was a ton of fun doing this race. Just wish I had a little bit better result, but yeah, hope to have a few more of these coming up soon. Next one should be in Riverton. Thanks.